Babies are at the core of beginnings for me in terms of subject matter for the book, and I'm relating the babies through these different elements of cocoons and nests and beautiful little birds' eggs and the seeds and the pods and the pregnant ladies, and I'm relating the babies in some way through that. I've basically worked every day this year. It's June as we film this, and in some of these moments when for 3 weeks of the month I photograph the nature elements for the book, and then 1 week a month we have a very intense week where we photograph ladies with their pregnant bellies and newborn babies. And so for 3 weeks of the month I'm spending a lot of time on my own, which I'm really enjoying, just looking at different elements of nature and the surprising aspects that come out of photographing a little seed, for instance. Tim from a flower store which is near my home in Sydney has been going to the markets 3 times a week for his store and looking for interesting things that I may want to photograph. And I said to him this morning when he was here with some poppies, don't just think that I need to photograph things that are a little bit unusual, because there's beauty in the everyday. I have some beautiful poppies in the book, and I nearly fell into that trap as well because the poppies are so ubiquitous at this time of year. And everything can be looked at in a different way, and that's what I'm trying to do with the nature elements to this book. And I looked at these poppies, I nearly discarded them, and then I started to peel off the outside layers, and the intensity of and the variety of the colours inside the poppies just before they started to open was astonishing. So look at that, beautiful little shades from lime green to pink to cream at the top. Amazing. Amazing, isn't it, how nature puts all of these colours together so beautifully. So I was sitting here late last Friday, opening poppy after poppy and just photographing by myself, thinking, oh my goodness, I never knew that this was available to me, and poppies are everywhere. So I'm glad that they're in the book. All of these images that I'm shooting this year are an extension of what I started photographing when I was doing portraiture, and the sense of wonder at new life, which I tried to capture in Down in the Garden so many years ago. And I think I've refined it all the way through to the absolute simplicity, which is probably the hardest thing to achieve, of this, for instance, beautiful rounded pregnant belly. Everything in this book to me is round, and that's the way I see new life. Everything is ripe and round, and the bellies and the beautiful babies with the little round heads and the flower buds and the nests around. It's funny, isn't it, that nature seems to be that way.